Oh my goodness, being away for 2 weeks makes so much difference. This video is taking me so long because I can't remember where things are saved on my laptop because I haven't used it for 2 weeks. And it's taken me a while to remember how to edit these videos. And yeah, I tried singing yesterday evening and I couldn't reach the high notes because I haven't been able to sing in a choir way the last 2 weeks. So yeah, just being away for 2 weeks has has caused me a few problems. Anyway, I'm getting there.
That's how girls should walk it.
Hello, my name's Lizzie. I'm Anglican. In 2.5 months' time, I'm going to be moving into a convent ready to become a postulant. And as you'll have seen from the introduction to this video, I've just got back from being away at the convent for 2 weeks. And this sort of first 24 hours back has been so weird. Like, I suppose you might have been away on holiday for like 2 weeks or longer, so you're probably familiar with the feeling of you finally get home and there's a bit of a culture shock adjusting back to being home, or it's just nice to be back in your surroundings. Um, and I've experienced that kind of feeling when I've been away on a holiday, or even like when I was on my gap year away for a few months in a different country. There was definitely like culture shock when I came back. But this is a bit different from that because it's while I was away at the convent, I was there sort of knowing or acknowledging that that may well be my future home and my future life from this August onwards. And so coming back to my jobs and my home, the remaining few weeks of having these jobs and having this flat and having my life here in Leicester, um, it, it's kind of like these are my last few weeks of so many different things. And for months now I've become increasingly aware of the various things that possibly going into religious life will mean giving up. Um, but I keep finding more and more things that I'll miss, or that I won't be able to do or take into the convent with me. And so being at the convent those 2 weeks that I've just come back from, while I was there, I realised more things that I won't be able to do there, or that I'll have to give up. So then it's quite like intense or emotional then coming back for these last few weeks, being even more aware of such simple things that I didn't have at the convent. So I barely got through the door to my flat, and I had a little letter that had been put under, or a little note that had been put under my door, written by my next door neighbour, who's an asylum seeker, asking if I could go and help her with something. So like just little things like that. I found it so weird in this last fortnight not being able to interact with asylum seekers, or anyone from a different country, and or being able to just go around someone's house or help them, that kind of thing. Um, then I went had to go and get some food from Sainsbury's just a few meters down the road, and just such simple things were standing out to me. You might have watched documentaries about people that maybe had a near-death experience, or were badly injured and are so grateful to be alive, that just simple things like they talk about, or I saw this in a documentary, like someone describing how just even simple things like seeing the colours of flowers, um, it was like just looking at a simple colour or a simple flower was such a profound experience. And so little things in my day at the moment are really profound experiences because I missed them just in the fortnight that I was away, and I'm realising that I won't have them in the foreseeable future. So things like I realised that I loved any music that I heard. I like music, but I don't like all styles of music. But just when you overhear people's phones, or people are pumping out music out of their cars with the windows open because it's hot. And I found myself just loving hearing any music, and I found myself even on the way to Sainsbury's. I suddenly realised that I was dancing while I was walking on the pavement, which I wouldn't normally do. But I was just that excited to hear music again. That's different from like the quiet convent style singing. And then I had my window open because it's summer, or getting on towards summer, so it was warm, so I had my window open. And I live in quite a rough area, so quite often people are fighting beneath my window or swearing and waking me up in the night and sort of having shouted angry conversations. But I didn't even mind that. I was so happy to almost like to hear that. Not that I want people to be upset, but I was just like happy to be back in this context of the sort of more incarnational, in my mind, context of being right in the middle of where people are somehow. So yeah, even things that used to annoy me or disturb me at the moment, I just see as positive things because I've only got a few more weeks of them, if that makes sense. So it's kind of, yeah, it's quite I suppose like, yeah, it's quite overwhelming. Trying to sort of get used to my previous life, and knowing it's my last few weeks of this previous, what will be my previous life. So at the moment, the main thing going around my head is just an increasing awareness of how much of the various things I'm going to have to give up, or the various things I'm going to miss. But I suppose you just have to live in the present moment. And like I said in another video, the thing I find helpful is to think, what will I gain by going ahead with what I feel God's calling me to, or what will religious life give me that my present life doesn't. So think more in that positive, what I'm gaining way, than dwelling too much on what I'm going to miss and not have. And I suppose just make the most of these last few weeks. And I've got 2 more discos left at this Adults with Learning Disabilities job, so make the most of music and dancing and all the things that I'm increasingly realising that I will miss. So yes, I shall just be dancing hard and singing hard the next few weeks.